Today's Slanted Lens lesson is a behind-the-scenes look at a pitch reel that we're shooting for a TV pilot. Now, we've used a crane for several of our shots in doing this pitch reel because cranes show great production value. My sense of cranes are that we use them for several reasons. But the three we're going to show you today are: one, they change the framing of the camera without having to cut. You can go from a close shot to a broad shot. You can use that to, two, create emotion. You can either be in a tight shot and then pull back to show the immensity of the situation the actor is in, or you can go from a broad shot that shows what they're about to face into a tight shot to show their reaction to it. The third thing is the crane really gives you the ability to dolly anywhere in the frame. You're no longer tied to right to left. You can follow actors, you can come up and down, you can do anything you want with it. So with a crane you can dolly and go anywhere you want. This first shot we used a crane to move us from a very tight shot of our man introducing the character as he falls into the frame. Then the camera cranes up to show this huge vista as he realizes he's lost and alone. This first shot was done at a Christmas tree farm that grows corn between the rows of trees. Kind of a weird location, but a great place to show that that represents death in this man's life. My assistant's going to rack the focus from extreme close-up to infinity as the camera cranes up following the talent as he stands up. This lighting is very simple. We shot at the end of the day so that the light is soft and the shadows aren't hard. I'm looking southeast so that the setting sun really is going to become a key light on the face of my talent. It's positioned in a way so that we're looking in the direction so that the key light will light his face correctly. Now all we have to do is fill the shadows using a shiny board. Looking at the ikan monitor that I have on the back of the crane, I can see the framing and follow the action really easily. The Kessler crane has given us great production value as we tell a story about a man's near-death experience. Our second shot was shot at a morgue. A bit creepy, I must say, as they wheeled the dead bodies out, but even though it was creepy and strange, it was definitely a great location. Let's break down the lighting for this shot. We first added a backlight coming through the inside of a closet on the camera right side of the frame. I just love a light coming through a doorway. It feels natural, it feels motivated correctly, and it really gives a nice rim to the people inside. This next light was a 1K with diffusion material and a full blue gel put on it. There you see the placement of our key light. We're setting our camera on tungsten, so that full blue is going to give him a very dead kind of blue look as a key light. We then turned on the overhead fluorescent lights just in the background. They were a little too bright. We wanted a nice fill light, but it was much too much, so we pulled a lot of the tubes out until we got it to look just right. Here you can see the overhead lights in context of our key light and our crane. The last thing we did was turn on the bank of fluorescents that were in the foreground. Again, we pulled out tubes so that it would be the right amount of light, and then we didn't worry too much about the fluorescent being a little green because it's a morgue and it can be a little strange. Here's our final crane shot with both the lighting and the move. The origin of cranes really started with Touch of Evil with Orson Welles, but in that day they were huge machines. The writer sat up on the crane with the camera. I mean, they were basically on the bed of a truck. But that has progressed now to like our Kessler crane that we have here, which is very lightweight, compact. You can break it down, it goes into a bag. You get it on location, you can build it up very quickly, and now you have something lightweight, location friendly that you can use to get these kinds of crane shots. It's become much easier to get that kind of production value on a much smaller budget.